Hi, my name is Crystal Haig, and I've been going to Vintage Grace for about 5 to 6 months now. About 5 years ago, I headed down the wrong path. I got into major drugs. It caused me a lot of incarceration time, which that led to the loss of my children to a foster family, which became known as Bree and Eddie Maroot, who've also been attending Vintage Grace for quite some time. We got to know them, and they were just so accepting, so inviting. They didn't look at us as though we were different. They looked at us as brothers and sisters of God. They just became real close. And then they had invited us back to Vintage Grace. And at first I was a little hesitant. I didn't know what, I was like, I'm not quite sure about that. So we came one day. My oldest loved going, so I was like, okay, we'll do it for her. We did it, and I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. Like, people are normal here. Like, Drew's sermon was awesome, and the sermon we sat through was real touching to us at that moment in time. Just happened to be that sermon, and it was just the right one, and since then we kept coming. It was really different with them, like from the stories you hear and the experience we had. It was just two different worlds you see. Like, there is faith, there is God. He loves us, He cares for us. And Bree was just living proof of that, just with small little messages she gave to me. To this day, I look up to her. I mean, she's really showed me a little patience, a little love, a little faith goes miles. So since I've gotten my kids back, life's been wonderful. It makes me remember what I didn't have and what I now have. Both the girls love to come to church, which makes it a peaceful place for all of us. And hoping that with time, I can return what Bree has given to me to fellow inmates that I've been with, fellow mothers that are going through the same steps I'm going through, that just a small gleam of faith in anybody can expand a lot. Sometimes you just lose faith, you just lose the light, and it's just somebody to believe in you that brings you back. And hopefully with time, God's guidance and faith, that I can share His love to other inmates, other people in my situation.